Avantor's DE&I journey began in 2020 and has seen tremendous progress each year towards our commitment to build a fully inclusive culture that celebrates diversity and creates equitable opportunities for all to grow. I'm excited to share some of the successes in 2023 that continue to move us forward on our diversity, equity, and inclusion journey. We set objectives for increasing engagement and inclusion, expanding awareness in the Europe and EMEA regions, improving leadership representation, and providing live training to all people managers on inclusive leadership. For engagement in our associate-centric tools, or ACTs, we exceeded our goal for allyship. With continued year-over-year momentum, ACTs grew to over 3,500 members in 2023, now reaching 21% of our total associate population participating in one or more ACT community. When asked how the ACTs impact the associate experience, Ally members shared, "ACTs have provided the encouragement to accept and be who I always was with pride, and know I am in a safe place with Avantor. My knowledge base of different ethnicities and their traditions has vastly improved due to my ACT participation. Lots of learning to make me dare to ask and think differently." The growth of our ACTs is due in large part to the efforts of our ACT officers, voluntary leaders with a passion to promote inclusion for their communities. To expand engagement and awareness, the ACTs sponsored 30 on-site activities reaching over 1,200 employees, with events that celebrate diversity and increase cultural competency. In order to bring these on-site events to life, ACT officers worked closely with engagement committees and site leaders in distribution, production, services, and corporate functions all across the globe. Associates participated in celebrations of Juneteenth, Hispanic Heritage Month, Pride Month, the Chinese New Year, and so much more. They engaged in educational events on topics like disability inclusion, breast cancer awareness, bridging generational gaps, and understanding the veterans' experience. Our ACTs also supported Avantor's Giving Goodness mission for volunteering and community giving, through closing drives for Dress for Success, a book drive for Golisano Children's Hospital, building STEM kits for local schools, and cleaning headstones at a military cemetery for Memorial Day. DE&I also took the main stage at this year's regional sales conferences, reaching hundreds of associates with the message that you belong here. Additional face-to-face discussions were led by the DE&I office in 19 different locations across 8 countries, reaching over 800 associates in listening sessions and DEI conversations. The feedback from these sessions directly impacts future focus and programs and is a key component of Avantor's strategy. Virtual participation for monthly DEI discussions also increased in 2023, hosting more than 1,300 associates for candid conversations on a variety of topics, doubling 2022 attendance. These regular monthly sessions hosted by the DE&I office are in addition to safe space conversations offered in response to current events with an impact on marginalized communities. The response from associates to these sessions was overwhelmingly positive, underscoring the importance of creating spaces where associates can share how they are feeling, learn from each other, and feel supported. Talent and development objectives were accomplished through new recruiting sources for reaching diverse candidates in the disability, LGBTQ, and professionals of color communities. We also focused on upskilling internal diverse talent through the continuation of key career accelerator programs. To further support the dozens of associates who've completed these leadership development programs, Avantor also launched an alumni network for all participants, providing a forum for continued connection, mentorship, and sponsorship opportunities. We continue to benchmark our DE&I progress on best practices and industry standards, participating in external indices and studies like the McKinsey Women in the Workplace study and the Human Rights Campaign Foundation Corporate Equality Index. These provide key actionable insights to improve our policies and programs towards inclusion. Avantor also proudly signed the Human Rights Campaign Foundation business statement opposing anti-LGBTQ legislation, joining voices with leading organizations to influence inclusion at large. Avantor expanded our self-identification platform in 10 additional countries, offering associates the opportunity to voluntarily identify gender identity, ethnicity, sexual orientation, disability and military status, and pronouns. Since the initial launch of Self-ID in 2021, we've now reached 21% of the total population completing their profiles, providing opportunities for us to understand the composition of our organization and support with programming, resources, and aspirational leadership representation goals. Finally, to accelerate our inclusive culture equitably across all regions and teams, we compiled a comprehensive DE&I leader toolkit. Created in response to associate and leader feedback, this resource includes 17 simple solutions to integrate into the flow of work and improve team members' sense of belonging and connection. To launch the DE&I Leader Toolkit, live training was provided to over 1,300 people leaders. As we look ahead to 2024, we will build upon the learning from 2023, the accountability for our leaders to focus on inclusion, and the positive impact our DE&I initiatives have had on the associate experience. The progress in our DE&I journey is due to the participation of our associates, the energy, passion, commitment, and continued feedback that fuels forward momentum. For this, we are so grateful. Cheers to an incredible 2023.